Hey guys, today I'm going to introduce you to another Mississippian who's excelled at his craft of baseball. He played Major League Baseball back in the 20s and 30s. Let's meet a guy named Guy Bush. Come along with us. Let's go explore. Guy Terrell Bush was born on August 23, 1901 in Aberdeen, Mississippi. It was a Friday. His dad's name was George W. Bush, and his mom was Willie, and they married in 1899 and raised 6 children on a small cotton farm in Monroe County and later moved to Lee County. This area of Mississippi is in northeast Mississippi, about 150 miles or so southeast of Memphis. Guy actually grew up in a little place called Prairie, Mississippi. It's in Monroe County, right about here. Guy went to the nearby Tupelo Military Institute for high school in 1916. He worked on campus to help pay for his tuition and there became interested in baseball. He pitched for 4 years during high school and often told that when he left school, the headmaster gave him $250 and told him to pay it back out of his baseball earnings. Bush was playing semi-pro ball and pitched both games of a doubleheader with Vicksburg and of course won them both. After those games, he was approached by Cubs scout Jack Doyle and signed for $1,200. Even though he was somewhat afraid to report to the Cubs because of all the gangsters and things that he had heard about Chicago, finally in September he did. He made his major league debut on September the 17th and pitched a scoreless 9th inning, striking out 2 and gave up 1 hit. In his first major league start, he went 8 innings and gave up 3 runs, 2 of them earned, but got the loss against the Phillies on July the 16th. He pitched a complete game against the Boston Braves and won 7-4 on July the 20th for his first victory. During his first year of pitching, he tied for the league lead in appearances and saves. He pitched a total of 182 innings. During the next season, in the month of August, Bush surrendered just 1 earned run in 51 innings for a 0.17 ERA. He finished with 13 wins and had a 2.86 ERA in 157 innings. During the next season, he pitched a 13-inning complete game to defeat the Braves 3-2 in Chicago for his 10th victory of the year. From 1928 to 1934, Guy Bush, Pat Malone, and Charlie Root formed one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. Bush didn't attract all the attention, but he was probably the most consistent, winning 15 or more games in each of those 7 seasons. Bush was the hottest pitcher in baseball for most of the 1929 season. He made 30 starts and came in relief 20 times. He won a 10-inning complete game 6-5. He also tossed his 10th complete game in 11 starts that year. By the end of the year, Bush had appeared in 50 games, including 30 starts, and pitched a career-high 270 innings. He won 18 games and had 8 saves. The Cubs were in the World Series that year, and Bush pitched in Game 3, which they won 3-1 in Philadelphia after having lost the first 2 games. After Bush's success in the 29 World Series, Chicago newspaper guys started referring to him as the Mississippi Mudcat. He had a fondness for fast, luxurious cars and was known as the best-dressed Cubs player. In 1932, the 30-year-old Bush pitched a 13-inning win, defeating the Braves 5-3. Bush was among the highest paid pitchers in the National League from 1930 to 1933. He hurt his arm during spring training of 1933. 1933 was a particularly frustrating season, and at one point, while in St. Louis, Bush challenged Dizzy Dean to a fight during the game. Bush finished that year winning 15 of his 21 starts, including 16 complete games. Bush was traded to Pittsburgh in 1935 and claimed to be excited about the move, although he continued to live in Chicago. On May 25, 1935, Bush was involved in a historic baseball moment. Let's learn a little bit more about that. And remember, if you like this kind of content, hit that like button. On May 25, 1935, playing against the Boston Braves, Bush relieved Red Lucas and surrendered the final 2 home runs of Babe Ruth's career. The second of the 2 was Ruth's 714th, and it was the first home run ever to clear the right field grandstand at Pittsburgh's Forbes Field. Bush is quoted as saying, "I got a signal for another fastball, and I came through with one. Ruth got ahead of the ball and hit it over the triple deck, clear out of the ballpark. I'm telling you, it was the longest cockeyed ball I ever saw in my life." Bush retired in Chicago with his wife after the 1938 season. He finished his 17-year Major League career with a 136 record and had a 3.86 ERA and 2,722 innings. Bush spent a few years in Chicago but returned to his first love, a 50-acre farm near Shannon, Mississippi, where he never grew tired of talking about baseball. On July the 2nd, 1985, he died of cardiac arrest, and he is buried here in the Shannon Cemetery. We hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit about another Mississippian who excelled at the top of his game, and want to encourage you to do a little research and learn a little bit about Guy Bush, another great Mississippian. Thank you.